Okay then. Was not really planning on doing this tonight. This is for special circumstances because honestly, I had really no plan on doing a double review for Extreme Rules in general because personally, I kind of forgot about this show. It's not like it wasn't really that much build to it, and I just didn't really care that much. I was gonna review it regardless, but I just didn't really kind of expect doing double review and whatnot of this show because I was just like I kind of knew it was coming on tonight, but I didn't know at the same time. But I would say I'd do this for special reasons tonight and watching this show. But yeah, Extreme Rules 2021 for a show called Extreme Rules. It wasn't really nothing much extreme about it, and it was only one Extreme Rules match, so it probably didn't call it regular rules. So, but yeah, welcome, to the Extreme Rules 2021 review. Let my co-host introduce himself.
Oh, all right. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for coming over for this special occasion. Yes, my name is Kyle. Um, and Extreme Rules was a okay show, but I kind of figured it was gonna be an okay show. And when that much build to it, nobody really cared about it. I don't think WWE cared about it because how much of an afterthought it was. I think they even thinking about Crown Jewel before they even thought about
Oh
Extreme
yeah,
Rules.
oh yeah. They are. I think they're thinking more about that because honestly, I just looked at the card and I just like it was very mid level, if best. There's probably like maybe one or two
this is
matches to really care about.
this is the epitome of a B pay per view. When people say, "Oh man, this is a B pay per view," this was a straight up B pay per view. It was that no real matches. Like, to be honest with you, how the matches were built, the opponents of the champions, you kind of felt like it was a B pay per view. Yeah, Roman Reigns' opponent was Finn Balor, and Finn Balor, don't get me wrong, I love Finn. Everybody love Finn, but that's not kid ourselves. Finn and Roman Reigns wasn't going to main event Survivor Series. It wasn't going to main event Royal Rumble. It wasn't going to main event WrestleMania. It could main event this B pay per view like it did. And that goes to the women's side. Charlotte would against Alexa. Alexa, yeah, Alexa good, but that's not kid ourselves. Are you gonna see Alexa and Charlotte Marquis WrestleMania? No. If they might Marquis on a Money in the Bank? Yeah, why not? I saw Lana and Naomi on the Money in the Bank pay per view before, so anything can happen. But let's get on with the pay per view review before we start rambling on
Yeah, because
it.
honestly, I did not see the pre-show, and it's not like I really cared anyways. I didn't see it, so I didn't even see the pre-show. You told me what happened.
Oh yeah, it was Liv Morgan versus who was it? Liv Morgan,
Carmella.
Carmella, and we all thought they were going to get a pay per view match. Hey, they got the pay per view match. Hey, they didn't lie, but they didn't tell them they wasn't going to be on a main pay per view show.
Now I have a question out of all this because I saw this online tonight. Now apparently, and we're gonna get into a lot about Peacock tonight about fucking up things on this show, but apparently that whole match was all in Spanish commentary.
Oh, so the Spanish commentary. I mean, for Hispanic Heritage Month. I can't. I mean that. I mean that's the only reason why I can give to you is it's on the Hispanic. I mean it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah,
That's about the only reason why that match will be the Spanish.
cause I heard there was no English commentary, and all you heard was Spanish commentary, and they said that was on Peacock. Peacock messed up a lot of things tonight because it's a lot. We will get into Peacock from the weird commercials during people's entrances that I wonder like what just happened. Like I'm seeing somebody come out and then it just goes to some like Peacock ad. And it's not like it was like dude, just a live pay per view. It's like it just switched to a commercial, then you come back on. they're still doing their entrance and whatnot.
Right.
But I had heard about the whole Spanish commentary thing during the first little part of that show, the pre-show. So that's what I had heard, and I saw a lot of people going in on it, especially a Peacock messing up things again. So that was one thing. But yeah, I didn't see the match, and Liv Morgan won, right?
Yeah, Liv Morgan won. I don't know how she won, but she won. And I guess this feud is over. Whatever this feud was. Yeah, I remember how it started. Liv Morgan was staring at Carmella from the back with a nasty look, and bingo, they had a feud. I don't know how you get a feud off of a look, but they WWE made it happen.
Yeah, they did. So, like I said, it's not much I can say. I didn't see it, so I can't really say that much on it, anyways. But like, I shouldn't be surprised it was on the pre-show at the same time too, because moving on now to the actual part of the show, which was a match that was made at the last minute, I'm
Minute,
sure, of the New Day versus Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, and Amos.
almost.
And man, this ate up a lot of time.
Yes, it did. It ate up 30 minutes of this show. 30 minutes of a show with a match that you did not know. You ain't know about this match. Nobody knew about this match until earlier today, and it ate up 30 minutes. This goes to the guys. I take my hat off to the guys who did not know they were going to wrestle each other until earlier today, and they went 30 minutes. So hats off to those guys. Round of applause. I mean, you wouldn't think nothing different from AJ Styles. Who else?
Bobby
Bobby
Lashley.
Lashley and the New Day. I would throw Omos in there. Omos did his thing. He did what he needed to do. Look like a monster. But those five guys, the other five guys I just mentioned, they tore up the house, man. They really did.
Very, very good tag team match to kick off the show, like the official show. So yeah, I can say it wasn't bad. It was really good. I was surprised Lashley took the pin again, but obviously now that's leading into the WWE title being on the line tomorrow night. So he will get a rematch for the belt and everything. But like I said, it was a fun tag match. It's not really much I can say bad about it. It was good. It ate up time, and I liked it.
Only part I forgot, and people gonna laugh at me when I say it. Only part I forgot who wore it, who took the pin.
Lashley.
Lashley took the pin.
Yep.
All right, yeah, because I remember saying that it looked good on Big E to pin Lashley it 2 times in a month. So yeah, okay. But yeah, it was a fun match, like you said. It was fun. Normal 6-man tag. Very very fun.
Oh yeah. So yeah, fun match to kick off the show. Like I said, we all know it's going to lead to tomorrow night. But yeah, I will say one thing. The whole Big E thing, being the champion right now. Because what do you think that? Hopefully his reign's going to be different. Because everybody say he needs to drop the goofy stuff, and need to be more serious.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about that, and I do agree. I do agree. I need Big E to look like a monster out there, a serious guy who we know he could go in the ring. Don't get me wrong, but one day I was listening to Jim Cornette earlier this week, and they were talking about the Big E situation. I disagree. It's always healthy to disagree with certain people that you do like, and I disagree that he should be champion. Yes, he deserves it. Yes, what you I don't agree with that, but I do agree with I don't need him to be gyrating and shaking his butt out there, throwing pancakes or anything else of that ilk or nature. I don't need him to do that. I need him to be Big E. I can whoop you, Big E. That's what I need him to look like.
Yeah, because I get the whole New Day stuff brought him to the dance, but it's like, okay, you're the world champion. I'm like Booker T. You're the world champion now.
Sometimes, sometimes you do gotta find somebody else to dance with at the dance when you get there.
It's about balance.
Yeah.
So that's how I would look at it. But yeah, I wanted to say something quick on that. But moving on to the next match, though, Usos versus Street Profits, tag team titles on the line.
Um, very good. They started off. It started off when you saw Martez Ford wrapped up with the bandages, showing that he got what happened from Friday Night SmackDown. Um, but I mean, very good. What you expect? I saw these guys like 5,000 times already, so it ain't like I didn't think these guys were going to be good. Montez Ford know how to sell. Eh, I really like his selling. The boy look good selling. He make everybody look like $1 million out there. I really feel it about Montez Ford. I really think you could make him a top star.
Oh yes, I've
I
said
really
that
do.
myself.
I really do think he can make. That's why he get
Yeah,
the bulk of the match. You know,
I'm not a
um,
neck beard review.
for
I'm actually reviewing the show right
not
now.
for Dawkins only get the part with the hot tag. The hot
Oh, so
tag
you
ain't
want to?
really
Cause
nothing.
we already got
So,
it. You
but
talking right now?
I really like Ford. But the Uso retained very good match.
Who you
Um,
put?
that's all I can really say about
I'm
it.
on
You
Audacity.
know, that's it.
Like Kyle's right in front. Keep
Oh, but
Yeah,
I,
yeah, but like he's right in front of me talking.
one thing I can say about the Usos and the Bloodline though,
Yeah, I would call you
I think they
when
need
we
to
get to
keep
the
on
Fiend,
the
when we get to the
keep the
Finn
titles
Balor
on
part.
the
We'll
Bloodline.
put you on speaker. I'll put
Oh,
you on
and
speaker when we get to that part. We'll call you back.
if
We'll call you back on that. Yeah, but my bad. I had to take care of a phone call right there real quick. But yeah, yeah, the tag match though, good tag match. It wasn't really bad. You knew the Usos was gonna win after what happened with Montez Ford. Like I said, Montez Ford, I do believe he can become a star at some point in time. The guy just that height he gets in the air is
oh man,
insane.
insane. He cleared the whole post. That man, I did say it was nothing else for me to say, but man, he cleared the whole post. My God, that was off of one hop. Come on now, I really think you could really make Montez for a top star in the WWE. I really do think so. I don't think you should take the titles off of the bloodline anytime soon, and I'm just really looking forward to their next feud.
Yeah, so like I said, one bad match. Usos is gonna win regardless, so it's literally no surprise from here. So like I said, good tag match though. That's all you can really say from this. Next though, Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss in her hometown, I should say also, for the Raw Women's title. What can I say about this match?
It was a surprise. Here's the thing: if when I say this, I don't want to give y'all hope that it's one of those 4 to 5 star matches. It's not one of those matches. It's one of those sleeper matches. Like, oh man, I didn't think this match would be as good as it would be as advertised. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. When I saw it, I saw the build and everything. The build to it is beautiful. They were shooting on each other every week on Raw. But at the same time, I didn't think the match was gonna be good. I was surprised. It was decent. It was a beautiful one-sided match. What I've been saying all night.
Very one-sided match as you've been saying it all night. One-sided, and that's what it was. It was Charlotte kicking the shit out of Bliss out there in this very one-sided match and whatnot. So it was really no surprise. It's like you said, even with the segment the other night, that people were into it. I don't know what Meltzer's talking about, like 500 people walked out or something.
People was into it. And the crowd was hot for Alexa because he in her hometown and really was hot for the whole thing. I think they started cooling down the post match angle.
Yes,
I think that's where they started cooling down
because
because
Charlotte did win by using kind of the doll as a distraction to hit the natural selection. But then it's after what happened, okay? Because Charlotte won, she won clean. And then, Bliss tried to attack her. Charlotte ended up throwing her into the announce table over there then and ripping up the rest of the doll and walked
yeah,
out. But
yeah.
then they go from, Bliss then just on top of the table. And then, she gets the doll. And then you can hear people in the crowd say, "Thank you, Lily. Thank you,
And
Lily."
they had them when she got on the announce table. All those you heard it when they started clapping. clapping and stuff for her because it was a good match and they really was giving that had the respect like hey that was a good match. Then she started screaming and stuff. And then they started chanting "Thank you, Lily." They don't. Then Alexa was going to Alexa again. That's what everybody was hoping.
That's what I was kind of
And you know
thinking.
what I'm saying? But I don't think this gonna. I don't think this feud ended.
Because then we got Bliss just screaming and then slobbing out of her mouth, then just
Yeah, making her
spit
look ridiculous.
everywhere,
Make it my make it my her my
crying and
making my baby
screaming.
look ridiculous out there. How
Just
dare she look
and
ridiculous?
it
Like
went like
y'all,
10 minutes out there too.
she man, that was horrible. That
So
that that was
that I
horrible.
don't know where that's leading into. So at least it didn't get too ridiculous with the doll, but still that post thing was like, where is this going now? I'm assuming maybe the feud continues or
Yeah, I think
something,
so
but
too.
it's either that or she's getting drafted to a different show.
Yeah, we gotta remember the draft is right around the corner. So while we over here thinking about the feuds that might continue, it might not continue, and we might have a whole different WWE main roster soon. To be honest with you, I don't know how much different you can make it because these guys been flipping back and forth for the past 5 6 years. But you can try to make it different. You can make fresh new matches. But on to the triple threat match, right?
Yeah, because other than the little Paul Heyman segment they had with Caleb Braxton,
Right.
that I think that's hilarious. So Paul Heyman versus Caleb Braxton coming soon. You lust for me.
He said, "Are you jealous?"
Just talking on the phone and whatnot. So yeah. Next though, triple threat match. U.S. title on the line. Damian Priest, Sheamus, Jeff Hardy.
Man, what a match! I ain't gonna need a lot to you. Would you say this was the best match of the night? Would you say it's the best match of the night?
Damn near, I would say.
Yeah,
Close.
because these guys went at it. I mean, they went at it. They went crazy for the bill since the bell ring to the next bell. I'm telling you, it was balls to the walls. It was great, crazy.
Couple shaky spots here and there, but I thought it
Yeah,
was overall good.
yeah. And well, the crowd was hot for Jeff Hardy. I think the crowd wanted Jeff Hardy
Oh
to
yeah.
to win the United States Championship
Jeff was the
tonight.
most over
I
out there.
swear, I think they wanted him to win because the crowd looked like they were disappointed when Damian Priest retained the title. I guess they was like, okay, well, Damian Priest won. I guess at least Sheamus didn't win. And I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
Sheamus got pinned. I thought Jeff was gonna get pinned.
yeah, man. So I really liked that match. It was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good triple threat. A little shaky spots here and there, but it was overall good. So like I said, it's impossible for Jeff Hardy not to be over.
Over. I think Jeff Hardy would always forever be over. He could be in a wheelchair. Niggas just are going crazy for
It's Jeff Hardy, so
him.
yeah, Priest retains. Happy birthday to him and
Yeah,
whatnot.
happy birthday to Damian Priest. But I, I would. What else for Damian Priest to do now after this? Like he beat Sheamus. Like we all thought he was gonna
Yeah,
pin Jeff Hardy,
who's the
and
next challenger?
then Sheamus will go pop back up talking about, "Oh, you didn't pin me, so you gotta pin me," and then they gotta have another match, but they don't have another match. So you pinned him already 3 times now. So what's the point?
True,
So
true.
Drew McIntyre.
Would you like to say something?
Oh, okay. I was going to say that
We got another person on it also, so introduce yourself too.
hi everybody, I'm Wesley. Just stopping in today for my best friend here, Kyle. I was just going to say that if I had to, I don't know who probably would be to go against Damian Priest, but I guess right now they're setting up with Jeff Hardy and him probably. And given the crowd reaction I saw at the end, you can almost think that maybe they could Priest could turn heel and have that feud go on for however long. I don't know. What do you think?
My bad, Wes. And I do, and I was thinking about NXT Damian Priest, and he was the heel, and it just popped in my head as soon as he said something about it. And I really do think if you want to make Damian Priest a heel, Jeff Hardy is the person to do that with. And they could have pulled the trigger tonight as when they were doing the whole respect thing because the crowd wasn't really that hot for Damian Priest tonight. They were really hot for Jeff Hardy. So if you want to make that pull that trigger, you could have did it. But I guess you didn't want to at the same time because they just showed that picture with him and Bad Bunny earlier that night.
I also was going to say that given the fact that Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch's rivalry is based on a freaking handshake that turned into a clubbing blow, and then a freaking, what was it, the manhandle?
The manhandle.
Yep.
That there's like, we can't do that same angle twice. Like, let's just leave that for that one, and leave that for the have something else with that one, I guess.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I agree. And I definitely agree with that because you see the crowd was wanting tables. There was no table spots until the last match of the night. But I guess
Yes.
Roman Reigns made sure that his spots don't get taken.
That is true. That's definitely true. But, overall, though, very good triple threat match. Some would say probably the best match out tonight. So that was very enjoyable. But next, though, we now move on to the SmackDown Women's title on the line. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch.
As my friend just alluded to, that yeah, it was this feud started off of a handshake into a clubbing blow into the manhandle slam slash rock bottom slash bookend, whatever you want to call it. It's all those moves. And Uranagi, you can throw that in there too. And so, but all jokes aside, this match was good, and nobody thought it wasn't going to be good. It's Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. I mean, what more can I say? And the match was, like I said, it was good. It, back and forth action. We all knew Becky was gonna retain. We all knew, but we all did not know this was gonna happen. Bianca was in control. And all of a sudden, Sasha Banks come out. The return is Sasha Banks. We don't know where she been. We just gonna sweep that under the rug, or she probably just gonna tell us on Friday. You know how that goes.
Yes.
But she came back in disqualification. The best way you could end this match because you didn't want neither one of them to lose with a shoulder pin to the ground.
True. You did not want any of them losing, so this was the best possible outcome. Sasha beating up both of them and whatnot. So, because honestly, I didn't really know who was gonna win and whatnot. I wanted, Bianca, I would say, to win it back, but obviously they weren't gonna take the belt off of Becky right now. But yeah, Sasha, since she, we haven't really seen her since before SummerSlam, honestly. With her being back now, I'm sure it's gonna lead into a triple threat match now at some point in time, maybe at the next pay-per-view and whatnot. But, with Sasha Banks being back out there, obviously just now going to set up for something even bigger. But like you said before, with the draft still coming next week, this Friday and whatnot, we don't know what to expect to happen.
We
But
don't.
Sasha Banks is back. I'm not going to go into the, speculations or apparently why she has been gone. I'm sure everybody has tried to guess many things and whatnot, but I think I've already spoken on that before. Since the SummerSlam one, to wonder what happened to Sasha. So, but she's back. That's the important thing and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I thought it was a good match though, and whatnot. But the finish, it needed what it needed to be.
Yeah, it needed it needed that DQ. It was a perfect DQ because you did everything you needed to do. You made sure nobody get pinned, and you brought back a returning superstar that everybody been looking for. So you tick all the boxes, and that's all you needed to do. You know, back and forth action, good match, made everybody think one person was gonna win, the next person was gonna win, and bam, disqualification. Yes, you might say WWE do that disqualifications a lot. But hey, when it works, it works. And it works tonight.
Yes.
One, the only thing I can add to this was Seeing a Bianca Belair match live, I was thoroughly impressed with her strength. Like I've only seen glimpses of it, but I really loved how she powered out to disarm her into that power bomb. We were making jokes about that, about how can I say the joke?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, we were making jokes about how like Becky had the look on her face like nobody does this to me but Seth.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good joke. I did like that one. That was funny.
But it was nice to see the fact that Bianca's strength and agility was going up against Becky's wily veteran, moves that she was doing. And again, the finish was perfect. So that's all I can put in on that.
Yeah, so yeah, but basically that very good match, and the finish needed what it needed to be, and Sasha being back. But now we get to the main event, the only Extreme Rules match out of this whole show, the only match with a stipulation that was, like I said, for a show called Extreme Rules. Where's the extremeness of it until now? Finn Balor, the Demon, who has never been beaten.
Can I throw a flag in there right quick?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I just noticed the irony where we were just talking about a disqualification in a match in an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Have y'all ever heard that before? I never heard that before. The irony of this, like for real, like did we just not have a disqualification in a Extreme Rules? Like I said, it worked. Like I said, when it works, it works. But you gotta think of the irony of that. Like what? A disqualification in an Extreme Rules pay-per-view? Never heard of. But hey, anything can happen in the world of WWE.
Yeah, and they talk about the Demon. The Demon has never been defeated in WWE. Well, I gotta remember NXT doesn't count, even though Joe beat the Demon one time or two. Oh, it doesn't count though. Okay.
You know your record is expunged once you get to the WWE. Once you get to the main roster,
basically. And the champ came out first, and you see the Demon with all this like cool stuff. The tentacles and the Demon portal during the entrance. The most CGI they could add into this.
Hold on. Wait a second. This is the part I stepped out. Now y'all gotta understand I stepped out. So I'm kinda surprised what they just told me. So y'all wait a second. Y'all saw shenanigans before the match and didn't tell me and then act like y'all were so surprised to see the shenanigans after the match. No.
Champ came out first.
No, I'm talking about the portal thing.
That was
shenanigans. That's shenanigans. That's automatically should have known. Let y'all know right there something was gonna happen.
Kyle, it was Pirates of the Caribbean World's End ending with the whole whirlpool battle of the ships and freaking tentacles popping out the whirlpool.
See, that's the type of stuff that people were talking about with the hokiness of some of the stuff that WWE do. Like you look at AEW, they not doing none of that hokey pokey stuff over there. Like nobody doing none of that stuff over there, bro. Like so WWE look like my boy said earlier today. This look like some stuff some kids is supposed to like. You go over there, you look at AEW. AEW wrestling is not that. I guess when you look at the ratings for both shows, it's one is rated TV-14 and the other is rated PG. I guess one of them got to be for kids, right?
Yeah, when you look at the ratings to it, or as everyone likes to say nowadays, the demographic and whatnot. I'm not gonna name any names. I could shit on these people right now who I wanted to, if I want to, but I'm not going to. But hey, they know what I'm talking about. The demo. They like to bring up the demo to me all the time. Yeah, they didn't beat Raw in the ratings, buddy.
They
drop.
They would not be. They're not going to be Raw in the ratings. Raw is too much of a show that's synonymous with wrestling. People will think about wrestling, then people think about Raw. I swear to you, that's how it is, and that's how it will be for a very long time. And so, yeah. But, yeah, back to the match, though. The match was good. Don't get me wrong. The match was good. All the stuff that the people wanted, they wanted tables. People went through tables in this match. The match was good. It made... I like the suspense that they did with making us think that the Demon was going to win. Now I know my two co-hosts with me will disagree. They didn't think that any part of this match that Roman was going to lose, but I actually sat there and thought that he was actually going to lose. Not the part where not the part where we gonna get to, not that part. I'm talking about the part where he went through his little hope spot. He hit the first coup de grace. You know what I'm saying? That's what the part that I thought he was going to win. So I really, they had me thinking that. Then we get to the part where everybody want to talk about. I see they anxious to talk about this right now.
You just laughing, ain't you?
Everybody anxious to talk about this, and I know everybody talked about it, but the floor is y'all.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Yes, it was a very good match. I enjoyed it. It was really good. Like I said, the hope spots in there. I thought, even going into the crowd, I found it funny. Paul Heyman gave Roman a mask out there because COVID and whatnot. Like, you get put the mask on. You in the crowd, okay? So you got to stay safe out there. So I thought that was pretty clever and whatnot. But just from the table spots and even Reigns hitting the spear and Balor hitting him in the nuts, then kicking out and whatnot, and then jumping on him and then hitting the coup de grace. And of course, the Usos were gonna come out. They tried to put him through a table, but Balor took him out and put one of the Usos through the announce table, and then Roman hit the spear through the barricade. And now this is the part where we all want to talk about now. So the lights start to flicker.
Finn got the star off of Super Mario Brothers.
He started flopping like a fish out there.
He became invincible.
Oh God! And the heartbeat.
The heartbeat. He started flopping.
The kip up. And
oh my God! Every part of this segment looked so hokey. I don't understand what they were trying to go for. So Finn Balor get this boost of energy, gets up, start whooping Roman, put him through a table, everything, get him in the ring. Now, while all of this is going on, his music is playing. So I want everybody to think about what I just said. While all of this is going on, his music is playing. So he get on the top rope, about to hit the coup de grace. All of a sudden, the belt buckle, the turnbuckle just broke. Boom. Then the music stopped, the red light went off, and the smoke went away. And that's how you knew Finn Balor lost all his powers. And that's how and then he gets a spear, 1, 2, 3, end of the match.
Basically, I was making a joke about the fact it was like, I guess Finn Balor found devil mode. Like, this is freaking Devil May Cry stuff. It's like he's channeling Dante.
Yeah, and what gets me is this dude just rose up, went God mode for 2 minutes out there, throws Roman through the table, just murders the guy, and then it's like he's just kicking the crap out of him. His music is playing in the fucking background. All the lights are red, and he gets on the top rope. I'm thinking oh, okay, he's going for the coup de grace, and then, oh no, it's like, what, did he use so much of his power that he broke the turnbuckle and then just fucked himself, and Roman hits him with the spear? I'm sitting there like, what was that?
Well, all his power collapsed under him. That's what he was so powerful. Everything was just collapsed under him. Only the first turnbuckle broke out, but he wasn't so powerful to break the whole post off for some of those reasons. I don't know. You make it make sense. I don't know what WWE would think it. I seriously don't know.
Vince.
Bruce or Vince. They thought about this spectacular way to protect the demon. Well, all y'all just did was just made the demon look goofy, and I swear to y'all can't bring him back. Y'all just can't. After this match right here, I think they killed the demon. Bryce, I really do think they killed the demon. What you say?
I felt in some sort of way they didn't just want the demon. I don't want to say just lose clean to Roman like that, but I don't know if I want to say it protected him in some sort of way. Because, like, what? He raged out that he couldn't control his power and whatnot. And that's what brought him to lose. And listen, we knew Roman was going to win, obviously, and whatnot. There was no surprise about that. It was, come on, they still got to do the whole Brock match in Saudi Arabia and whatnot. So they got to keep pushing that and everything. And, you know, I want to bring a special analyst in that's calling in right now. So we got a caller coming in. So yeah, we got a caller in right now that was going to speak on the finish to Roman Reigns and Balor. You're on right now. Speak.
Yo,
What up?
hold on. Check my phone.
Perfect timing, by the way.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, you just came at the time.
Yeah.
So what do you?
Yeah, this wasn't the work. This wasn't the work. This was straight up. He just came out of nowhere.
So yeah, we're on the Balor and Reigns match. What?
Hey, my favorite.
Oh, favorite match of the night?
My favorite match ever, dude. Stop.
Are you working us, sir? Are you working us?
Working. You started.
Yes. Are
Sir,
you?
it
Yes.
is
Are you?
impossible. It is impossible to work the magnificent, the greatest duo in all of the I can't even, of the IWC. It's impossible to work you guys. It's impossible to work you guys. You guys, it's impossible to work you guys so much that when I try to work you guys, I just quit my real job. That's how hard it is to work you guys.
Well, we feel it work right now as you doing that.
So what?
Hey, so go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna wait for you to.
No, you got the floor. You got the floor.
I got you. Got the floor. We already.
This is what I was saying. This is all I was saying. Right. First of all, the match wasn't bad. I think it was a good match. I mean,
we all agree on that one.
You say you wish it was blood, like this is the '90s.
I said it should have been some blood for an Extreme Rules match. I did say that.
When was the last time they had blood in the Extreme Rules match?
Right. I do agree with you on that one. When it was the last time, and we're not going to get that. We might as well just quit. And look, man, look. I will become a millionaire overnight before we see blood ever again.
Exactly. I'll be honest with you. USA don't even. If TNT don't want to see you smoking on their show, USA definitely, or no kind of NBC want blood on their programming.
Yeah, I just heard about that smoking thing for TNT earlier today when I was on Facebook.
Oh yeah, right. So let me tell you though, let me be real, right? Jokes aside, it did look kind of stupid. I feel like the resurrection from the dead. He was flopping like a fish, and I love Finn Balor. I'd defend him to the death. I feel like I'm gonna be honest. This is my truth because I've taken those bumps. I've been in positions where I feel like even though morally and my pride gets kind of shot because it looks and sounds kind of stupid, but I mean I did it. So I'm gonna be real. I wish he didn't flop like that. I wish if they were gonna do a resurrection spot, which I feel they shouldn't. Right, and they played the music. They did it. They turned it into a movie. I'm gonna give you my good and bads. I wish he wasn't sitting there on the floor plopping like a fish. Like that looked kind of stupid. And then he just rose up, and then they played his song, and it looked kind of like hokey. Looked kind of hokey. However, I get why they did it. I completely understand why they did it. The execution was kind of funny. I laughed both times I watched it. But the main part that I was trying to defend, because I wasn't really trying to defend the resurrection part. I was trying to defend the rope breaking, the turnbuckle breaking part. Let me be clear. Yes, that was a kind of a hokey, tongue-in-cheek kind of who done it or what happened kind of ending. But what were y'all expecting? They couldn't have they couldn't have the Demon lose. They couldn't have the Demon lose fair and square. He took 3 spears.
I totally agree with you. And I totally agree. And don't get me wrong. I was telling Bryce that I was telling Bryce and my boy Wesley that when I saw them lose, I saw him lose like that. They couldn't have him lose clean. But here's here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. But if they don't explain anything on Friday, see, I'm one of those type of guys. You already know. Me and you talked before. And I'm
Uh-huh.
one of those type of guys. I'm a wait to see type of guy.
Right,
So
right.
if they don't explain nothing on Friday or who popped the turnbuckle,
Uh,
who took the
right,
turnbuckle spring off of it, or
right.
who messed with
Exactly.
it or something, if they don't explain that on Friday, that whole thing
It's a
was
flop.
dumb. And you get what I'm
It's a
saying?
belly flop.
Yeah, there we
It's a
go.
belly flop.
You going to have to explain that on Friday. I'm gonna wait till you
Right.
wait for it on Friday. You going to have to explain it. But
What I didn't. What I'm gonna say this. I don't think he. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm right. Because if I'm wrong, they just ruin. You know. Because I'm gonna say this. Like I was telling my friend that's in the house. You know, that's my baby mama's sister and all them. He and Bryce. I said, if he would have lost clean, they would have said, "Oh, they buried the demon."
yeah,
They would
understandable.
have said.
Understandable.
They would have said that. There would have been nowhere around that. If Roman would have lost, which he wasn't. I mean, let's be real. We knew he wasn't gonna lose. You know, it would have been a whole nother, oh, they just ruined all this. And then, there's a lot of people complaining. But hear me out. I don't want to hear no, the Finn Balor lost because of his own weight or no shit like that.
Right. I
They
need
gonna have to
somebody to
execute this
tell me.
correctly.
I need somebody to tell me that the Usos went to go mess with the turnbuckle while everybody was on commercial or something. I
I don't even
need
want the Usos.
something.
I
Like
want something.
I
I
need
want something
something.
worse.
Right. I
I want
need
something worse than that.
I
I
need
want
because
something
the
that's
turnbuckle broke, so
some
I need somebody to tell me somebody messed with the turnbuckles. I need somebody
Something like that.
something like that.
right.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
Because you need some realism to come back. Because you escaped realism when you had that nigga flopping on the floor like a fish and resurrected
Right.
himself. You
Oh
lost
God.
all
Yeah, that was kind of
realism
weird.
right there. So I need some realism when it comes down to that turnbuckle. I need somebody to tell me something going on. So I'm gonna wait on Friday. But overall, I agree with you on that match. Don't get me wrong, that
Right.
match was good. That
It was
man,
real good.
I wasn't gonna expect nothing different from Roman Reigns and Finn Balor. Some of the two of the
Right.
best
Of course.
some of the best workers
Absolutely.
in the
Yep.
industry right now. So
Absolutely.
I wasn't gonna think nothing of it. But once we got to that, you know, once we got to that, that's when my whole spirit just went down. I swear, my spirit was up. I was like, all right, cool, good match, good Extreme Rules match, the only Extreme Rules match. Then you know the irony. Hey, I just told them the irony of the what we were talking about the match before the Extreme Rules match. We had a disqualification in the Extreme
Yeah.
Rules pay per view. The irony, isn't
Right.
it?
Ah, so ironic.
Yeah,
And
that is
speaking of that,
ironic. Yeah,
speaking of
DQ
that, I
finish.
called that. I called that. I said Sasha was gonna come back today. I called it.
Man,
I called
hey,
it prior.
I mean, it's the crazy part about it. It ticks all the boxes. When you wanted this qualification to work, it worked perfectly. It made sure that nobody got pinned. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? And it made sure you return the super side that everybody was looking for. Everybody been looking
Right.
for Sasha, so bam, Sasha got a
The
pop when she
greatest
got out there.
the greatest wrestler to ever lace up a pair of boots.
Look, you saw the
The
greatest
great.
wrestler earlier
Wait,
today.
am I on your show right now? Am I on your show right now, Bryce?
Yeah,
I'm on
you're
your
on.
show,
Yeah,
right?
you've been on here for
So
like.
all of your fans know the undisputed fact that Sasha Banks is the greatest of all time. Bret Hart, what? Who was Eddie Guerrero? It's Sasha Banks. I'm not working you. She's great. She's
Look,
amazing. I love her.
you
The love of my life.
Nigga.
you saw the greatest woman wrestle today, and she looked good
Who?
out there. Did she look good out there in that one
I know you're
sided
not talking about
match?
Charlotte.
That one sided match, she looked good in that one sided match
I
though.
know you're not talking about
Yeah,
what's her
she
face.
looked good in that one sided match,
She
did
not
she?
even. She not. She the second best out of her friends. Maybe.
Oh
Oh.
no,
Maybe. She's the
no.
second. And I'm kind of tossed up between her and Bailey. I'm kind of tossed between her and Bailey. You can't tell me that Charlotte is better than Sasha
Sasha, yes,
Banks.
she is. Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
She
No,
more
she's not.
athletic than Sasha. She more
No,
of she can tell a story more than Sasha in
no,
the
she
ring.
cannot.
Yes, she
No, she
can.
can't.
Yes, she
Let me tell
can.
you,
When you want her to
Charlotte's
sell,
story.
you
Charlotte's
so,
whole story is I'm the nature girl. That's her story.
what Sasha's
Woo!
story?
Sasha's story, she can sell like crazy. She can make the opponent. She can show desperation. She can show determination. She can show
I will
something
give you.
like
I
she
will
can show.
give you that.
Hold on,
I
let
will
me.
give you. I will give you that part with the desperation that Charlotte
She can.
don't show because they don't give her the position to show desperation. So you gotta
Man,
get
don't give
her.
me
She
nothing
gotta
about no
get.
position.
You gotta put her in
Dude,
position to show desperation. She don't
let
show
me tell you
desperation
something
because
about. Let me tell
most
you
of
what
her
goes on
matches.
beside that 20 by 20.
And
Let me
most of
tell
her
you a little
matches,
secret.
she dominate most of her matches. So where the desperation gonna come from?
Let me tell you a little
The
something
only
about the
time
20
I
by
can
20. Let me say
wait,
something real
can I
quick.
say this one
When you in,
part? One
huh?
part. Only person that can make her show desperation is a person like Nia Jax or Rhea Ripley. The people who could make her look like she need desperation, like she needs to win. I mean, she needs to, dig dig deep to win. You get what I'm saying?
Or the other three members
Let
of the
me
Four
tell you
Horsewomen.
why I disagree with you. First, let me tell you what goes on in that 20 by 20. In the 20 by 20, right? It's not. It's not like someone gave you a script. 20 by 20. No one gave you a script. They give you hot spots. There is an act. It's 3 acts, right? I shouldn't be saying this on your show right now. I should probably wait till you get off the show to say this. But nah. Anyway, beyond that, I ain't gonna tell you I wasn't. We'll have that talk like later. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, Charlotte, yeah, she good in the ring. She real athletic. But geez, Sasha Banks' storytelling is a story of resilience. I will do anything by any means necessary. She got the style to switch up the dynamic. She's so dynamic. She got that shit. She is an
I would,
amazing.
I would definitely agree
Come
with you.
on.
I would definitely
She
agree
better than
with you
Charlotte.
with the
She's number
part.
one.
I definitely agree with you with the part that she does show when she in position to show resilience, she show it and she make that desperation look like she she need it, like she want it. But I understand that. But Charlotte, Charlotte never in that type of position though to show that type of desperation. Like I
What?
don't think
She
I look.
has. She's won against
In one
Ronda
match.
and she has. She if
Bailey
she
back
don't
in like
sell,
2016, I'll give you that. Back in 2016, 2017, when she was having those good matches with Bailey and them. But when she having these
that's
little
not. Come on, man.
Ricky Dink matches right now, like well, Alexa, quit playing with me. Like she has to
Come on. That
quit.
ain't fair. Because
I like
Alexa don't show
Alexa.
that
I like
determination,
Alexa.
and
Don't get
she
me
ain't got that
wrong.
kind of power thing. She don't look like Charlotte, and Alexa don't show that desperation thing
Right,
that
that's
I need. And I'm not trying to.
right.
What I'm trying to say.
I
Let me ask
totally
a
agree
question.
with you. I totally agree with you. That's why I said
Let me
when
ask a
she having these
question.
little matches with Alexa or with Shayna or Nia, it's like it's not really. It, I just can't really explain it. It's like
She
it
got
don't get to show.
chopped.
She don't get to showcase.
Charlotte got chopped and didn't even sell it. She doesn't sell it. And that's not on no not being on the position. That's due to either,
Which match
Ashley
we
or her
talking
character
about?
herself.
You talking about
Huh?
with that Nia Jax match? You ain't talking about the first Nia
No,
Jax
I'm
match.
not talking about Nia. I'm not thinking about Nia. Oh, Nia
I'm
made
about
her
to
say.
say
I'm
they
talking
was
about
you
prior.
right. You know what happened in that match? It was totally discombobulated in that match.
But let's go. Let's go. Let me ask a question to you and Bryce. Let me ask y'all. What's Charlotte's greatest match? Y'all think? What's Charlotte's greatest match?
Ooh,
Greatest
man,
match.
my God.
Um,
Charlotte's greatest match.
greatest match. Um, mm,
I'll give you one
is
better.
it the one
Cause
against any of them against Sasha
I was
or
gonna say something.
Rousey?
I'll give
I
you
would
one better.
get
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's Charlotte's best non-horsewoman match?
well, her feud with Becky was nice, and those matches were good. Now that's not
What was the best match?
her Oscar, my favorite match. There we go.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, when she dropped when she won the belt off of Oscar, when she broke Oscar's
WrestleMania.
streak, when she broke Oscar's streak.
Okay, all right. What's Sasha's best match? Non-horsewoman match.
Non-horsewoman, huh?
Well, I don't want to sound redundant with Oscar, but I'll say last year.
What's poppin'?
Remember with that feud with Oscar?
I feel you, man.
I think that I think SummerSlam, was it SummerSlam when she went against Asuka?
Yeah, SummerSlam. It was
SummerSlam
SummerSlam last year.
2020. Yeah, well, that was that's the yes.
Alright, and when I ain't even, since you just said this your favorite match, I ain't even gonna even follow up the question. But what I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna lead this like it is. It ain't biased because I met Sasha. You know, I like Sasha. I think Sasha's great. She smells wonderful. And Ashley, she's not really the best person to she's okay. She's alright. I think that Sasha Banks, character wise, in ring, is at the peak. The place that she is underrated. And the reason I tell you this, Charlotte was given the throne. Charlotte was given the throne. Don't get me wrong. When she came in, she was greener than the ganja. She was greener than weed. She was greener than that endo. Most definitely. And she definitely worked her fucking ass off from the fucking floor. From the floor. And she surpassed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even past, like you say, more. Nevertheless, Sasha wasn't given that, bro. She's 5'2". She's little. And she is. Come on, man. Charlotte taller than me.
Well, here's the thing. Now you just arguing the fact that what God given them.
Oh my God, no! I'm not talking about
God
God.
given them.
I'm talking about no. I'm not
I
talking
don't.
about God. I'm talking about Vince McMahon. I'm
Whatever.
telling you,
I'm talking
basically.
about. You talking about height? That's nobody
No
gives them height.
listen. The reason I'm bringing height into this is because of the perception that someone small. You know how
No,
the
I
dynamic in
don't
WWE
do.
is.
I don't do
The
that. So
dynamic of the WWE is the
I know
dynamic
the
of the
dynamic of
WWE is that a smaller person is going to have a challenge going against a bigger person. Why else you
I
think
mean, all
somebody
the
like to
women
get paid?
though, but the top five, my top five women, most of that top five is under 5'5". And so
Right. Okay. That's which is great.
my top
Which is
five,
great.
only tall person in my top five is the person that we talking about is Charlotte. But
You not hearing what I'm saying?
Sasha,
I'm not mentioning that. Hold on, listen real quick. I'm not mentioning that based on like
no,
how we
I
perceive
know what
things.
you're talking about. I
Well,
know what you
let me
mean.
finish. Let me say this real quick. What I'm saying is this McMahon or the company has given Charlotte a lot. And not just because of her height, but her height obviously is a contribution to that. Has given her a lot. Has given Sasha very little. She had to
What
get
very little?
a
Are
very
we serious?
compared to Charlotte. Are you serious?
Yes,
Yes,
compared to everybody gets a little when we
absolutely.
compare to Charlotte. Even
Oh,
Becky gets a
exactly. That's what
little.
I'm saying. That's what
Even
I
Becky got
exactly,
because Becky is really
exactly.
right. But it's if we compare it to Charlotte, but that's not comparing to Charlotte. To take Charlotte away, and you gonna tell me that Sasha Banks didn't get as nearly as
She got
much?
the she got
What?
the less she got the least. If you
She a
look at it
five-time champion.
let
That's
me
not.
say real. Let me say real. If you look at it from a I'm Lord forgive me, I'm not for the break. I'm not. Listen,
But she
Sasha,
just got the.
huh?
She was going to be a main part of SummerSlam if whatever
Mm.
happened didn't happen. Now you did not.
That's not the point.
She,
Charlotte was too.
but
Charlotte was.
there we go. But that's what I'm saying. Bingo. So I was just saying Sasha is being
Okay,
pushed
look,
as a
but
great. As,
no. What I'm trying to say is, let's say this. Else in the horsewoman, right? Can we agree to that, right? Real quick,
yeah.
we can agree to that because of the position that Becky was placed in. Can we at least agree that out of the horsewomen, because the horsewomen are great, right? This is before I'm getting on my technical aspect. Out of the horsewomen, Sasha was given the least.
No, I'll
Can we
say
agree to that?
Bailey.
If not,
I'll say Bailey. Yeah,
Bailey
we
was
gotta
there the
remember the
longest
first
title
big.
reign.
No. I ain't talking about recent now. I ain't talking about recent before her injury. Don't get me wrong. Now, yeah. I'm talking about the
Oh
beginning.
God.
I'm talking about the beginning.
We weren't
The
talking about
beginning.
this in one time period. We talking about overall.
Right,
If we
there we
talking about
go.
this,
Can we talk about
if
the
we talk
beginning
about the
then?
beginning,
Then we
if we
can.
talk about the beginning, we
That was
can't
a
mention
chunk.
Becky at all
That was
because Becky had the
there we
least.
go. Bingo. That's what I was just saying.
But she didn't have the least. She don't have the least overall. She's the biggest goddamn woman in the company.
Yeah,
But that don't
now
make her the best.
if you say overall, you told me overall, so I gotta mix in the beginning and the
Absolutely.
end,
Overall,
and mix it in as a
overall,
average.
Sasha got the least. None of only reign that lasted a while was the reign that she just had when she won it from Bailey. The other reigns didn't last a month. None. And that's not no fault on like saying, oh, she wasn't capable of this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? She made everybody that was around her believe though. She is a phenomenal story. I'll be real with you. I'm afraid to get in the ring with Charlotte. I feel like she gonna make me look like I'm the Brooklyn Brawler. But I get in the ring
But
with goddamn Sasha Banks.
but
I
here's
feel like Andre the Giant.
the
That's what I
thing
was saying.
though. I agree with you with the shortest reign, but you got to look at some of those reigns and who it went to and why it happened. You know what
It
I'm
went to
saying?
Charlotte for the most part.
One of those
It went
reigns
to
went to
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte
I
won like
remember.
4 or 5 times over
There
Sasha
was
with
a
them
point they
titles.
did have hot potato with that belt.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the
You remember
2016.
that? I hated that. It was
Yeah,
2015, 2016,
yeah,
right?
Uh,
2016
yeah,
they hot potatoed that
that was the
shit.
first part of the brand split. Split 2.0. That was the first.
Yep.
They one of those first feuds that they wanted to make hot, and they was playing hot
Yep.
potato. So I understand that. But here's the thing, though. I don't see Sasha as the person that you see her as, like this
Right.
person who they didn't give a look. They give a lot to. I saw her as they didn't make her look weak at all. Now we could compare.
No,
No,
that's true.
all right. Let's compare. Let's compare reigns. We talk about the four
Okay.
horsewomen. Remember the
Okay.
reign when Bailey got when she first went against Alexa Bliss, that with the "Here's Your Life" thing and all that,
Yeah.
BS going on.
Uh.
You ain't
Yeah.
think Bailey looked weak, super weak in that feud, like super weak. Like she didn't even want to hit her with the kendo stick at Extreme Rules. You remember that
But
match?
okay. Wait. Hold on. Let me explain something. That was no fault on like that's them in
That's
a
what I'm
match.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
But
saying.
wait. What
I
I'm
don't
saying
think
is, let me tell you, this is busting the thing. When you're in a 20 by 20, a producer tells you a hot spot. What you do with that hot spot is based off the people inside of that 20 by 20. You get me? That's a decision on their part. Their story that they were telling, Bailey was trying to tell you, not that this is your life stuff. That shit's up in the match. Bailey was trying to tell you, I'm such a good guy. I don't want to use his kendo stick. That was what she was portraying. That's what that was.
I
It wasn't making. Go ahead.
but did they ever tell Sasha to even portray a good guy character like that? They
That's
portrayed
not in her
Sasha.
character
There
though.
we
That's
go.
not Sasha's character.
There we go. So
Sasha's
that's what I'm
character
saying.
is
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they ever made Sasha look weak ever. Like never, ever, ever. So that's what I'm saying. She
okay.
always been strong. That's
So
what
wait,
books to be strong
let's say
too.
this. Let me say this. Let me explain something. I wanna push this narrative real through. If you're in the ring, the Vince McMahon does not tell somebody. I mean, got the producers
I know
push it
that
on
part.
when
Don't
you're
get me
trying to.
wrong.
Hold on, let me say this right quick. I was want to say something. If Sasha don't look weak, right? If Sasha don't look weak, that's on her and her opponent for her not being able not looking weak. You know what I'm saying? If Bailey looked weak in any of the programs, that's Bailey making herself look weak. It's professional wrestling. Your look, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you something that my trainer taught me in 2014. If you don't want to take a power bomb, you're not gonna take a fucking power bomb.
I
How bad they want to put you, you know. So I just want to get that across, and then I'm gonna let you finish.
all right. If I under now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand that part of
All right.
the ring and everything. I understand that part.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying like both the character work. Like I just didn't feel like Sasha would ever in position to even look bad. So that's what I was saying. Like
I'll.
I don't
Okay.
think I don't think Sasha I don't really think they did Sasha wrong. Let's put it like that, point blank. I don't think they did Sasha wrong. I really think
I,
they made her a star and they kept her that way.
Allow me to retort. I never insinuated that they didn't make her a star. They didn't make her look good. I never, this underdog fans from NXT that was top that taking L's, this, that, and third. What I was saying is that she was not given And we was talking about Charlotte. She was not or even the rest of them. I'll tell you,
Do
she was
she?
not given the same or like we could say equal kind of to Bailey at the time. But no, I can. I'm being real. She was not given the same brass rings as her contemporaries. She earned it within like the fans aspect, not so much backstage. You know what I'm saying? Her character wasn't designed like submissive, like or look all kind of like I'm the greatest. I don't need this. Like Daniel Bryan, she's not. That's her character is a heel character, even as a face. It's an anti-hero character. She's by any means
Do you think?
necessary
Do you
type of
think they would give
character.
that character to somebody else? Any old woman on the roster? Do you think they would get any that character that Sasha is carrying right now? Do you think anybody else they would just give that to make them look like the
All right.
cool heel? Basically the cool heel, the NWO basically. You know what I'm
So
saying?
wait,
Like that's
and
like
that and that
the cool heel
with
basically, right?
with that amount of knowledge, that's not. I'm gonna say something. If you gave that tag gimmick to Blue Pants and the same thing, who's that's a highly chance that it's gonna flop. If
That
you
only
gave
true.
Razor Ramon to somebody like I don't know, what the fuck was dude's name? The Lever the Beaver, Beaver Cleavage.
Yeah,
If you
huh?
gave him,
Yeah.
if you gave it to him,
It'll flop.
give it to his chance,
Right. That's
that
what I'm
shit was
saying.
gonna flop.
Yeah, I mean that would
That's what I'm
flop.
saying. They don't see Sasha as you see her. You know what I'm
Who?
saying? They
What?
don't see
That
her as
okay?
this
Let's say that.
underdog person
Let's say
though.
that.
That's basically what how you. That's basically how
That's
you.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, they see her as a
Their
star.
own
That's what I'm
company.
saying.
Hold on. She's not even viewed in on a company as the way I see her. Because I look
Oh,
at her like,
Charlotte
God damn
got
it, she could
that
beat The Rock
spot.
tomorrow in the Tokyo Dome. I think she could.
I
I
just.
think she can. I think she can. She'll be Ultimate
I,
Warrior
I want to say
tomorrow.
this right quick. I want to tell this little story right quick though. Here's the thing.
Go for it.
All right. So one day I was watching a sports program on Fox Sports One. They threw their Colin Cowherd. And guess who I see on Colin
I
Cowherd
know
on a
Colin.
sports
I know Colin.
on the sports show?
Hmm.
Charlotte. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. Colin don't even watch wrestling. This man was just gushing on how much of a star this girl looks. Just sitting there. Now, if this guy who don't watch it and even casuals look at Charlotte like, oh my god, she looks like a star. And she looks like a star, and she got the ring work like a star, and she got the promos like a star. Why, damn it, why are we complaining that she got the spot that she got without even looking at all the intangibles that Charlotte carries? Charlotte looks like a star. She walks like a star. She's a star. If it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, then it's a duck. You know.
I hate to do this, man. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't want to say that because, like, my gimmick, yeah, shit on Charlotte because of the way I met her in real life.
So I'm making
Ashley,
you break it because I'm telling the
I'm
truth.
gonna be real. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not. I still feel Charlotte's number 2 or 3. But that let me get back. No, I get because Ashley in real life when I went to Florida, she ain't really whop a bam. I'm not. That's not even important. That's not important.
Do
So
you
you
think
just
she was
gave
working gimmick when you were
stuff,
trying? When you were
huh?
trying to, do you think she was working a gimmick at that time?
She didn't have the gimmick.
I mean, you
She
get
didn't
what
have
I'm
that
saying.
gimmick when I met her. She
Oh
didn't have that
dang,
gimmick.
man, with this like what? Like what?
2013. When
My
did I
God,
go to? When did
yeah,
we go?
dang, she
When
ain't
did I go
had
to
no gimmick.
Florida?
She was Ashley, yeah, like you said, her name was Ashley, yeah. She wasn't even
Hear me
showing.
out though. So let me explain. Let me explain. I'm not going to talk about that. I want to. You said if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck,
Mm-hmm.
etc., it must be Aflac, right?
Yeah,
And I get that.
uh-huh,
But
yep.
let's use some analogy. We gonna knock down the look. Obviously, Charlotte does. Charlotte looks like a star. She has. Let me go back first. This because Colin gushing at Charlotte It's called being in the media. That's him working the gimmick.
I don't
I'll
think
give you
he
an
will be.
example.
I
Well,
watched
let
that
me.
man so much. I don't think he would be gushing
I
over
will
a
tell
person
you.
if he wasn't.
I will. Let me finish talking. I work in the media. I was on a radio station for 2 years. When people came in, people I came in. We were issued a bullet thing to and talk certain ways to. Now I don't want to say put over because it wasn't. I never met any wrestlers in the radio station. I ain't even gonna mention none of the rappers we met because I don't want to push nobody. If some of your fans listen, they be like, "Oh, you cancel Isaiah." I don't want. But some of the people, some Chicago artists too, some people I don't really fuck with. We were told to say certain stuff. Their music was trash, and when the music came back on after we played it, we was like, "Who did he just say? Like never even heard of these people." So I'm gonna be real.
But
That's called media manipulation. Let
but
me let me just I'm just
Yeah, it is real
no,
though.
no, no, don't get me wrong. I agree with both of y'all with that media manipulation. But here's the thing: I know what's something phony. I can tell. I can look at stuff and tell what's something phony. But these are key things I was listening out for that made me think that this man is really gushing over this woman. When he
let me say let me
mentioned that
let me tell you why you probably wouldn't be able to know when something like that phony.
bro,
Because
hold on. Let me tell you the key things I was listening to. When he mentioned that he don't mess with this product. That was the one thing. Like he didn't say I watch WWE or I like the WWE or whatever anything. He just he told people I don't really watch wrestling, but
which
what
is
I
probably
see.
true. Which is more than likely true.
So that's like the thing. So
Do
why
you
would you
do you
even?
genuinely think do you genuinely think this is his first okay, I'm gonna be
No, he
real.
said he saw Charlotte before because they, Fox, everything. So
What I'm saying is this: before you are broadcast in the show, no matter if it's radio, nothing is freestyle. This ain't the '90s. You know,
I know
nothing
it
is like
was a
this
free
free.
sound.
Before, let me say what I'm trying to say real quick because I'm trying to make a point afterward. He knew what he had to say. He knew what he don't. He probably don't watch it. I don't. I don't doubt that. Colin ain't even. Colin Cohort. I don't even fuck with Colin. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe he don't watch wrestling. You feel me? Nevertheless, before you are broadcast, you can't go on the air saying, "Oh, I don't even like." You have to push them. Oh, you have to do that. It's called because if you don't, then you lose that sponsorship. That's what I'm trying to. When we worked at the radio station, the biggest person I met. Oh Lord, have mercy. No, I'm not. No. All right, regardless, but we were given some bullet points on somebody who not as big today as they were, but they were kind of big back in 2016, kind of a big deal. They kind of died down. We were getting bullet points. I had never even heard of this person, but the bullet points were elaborate on how beautiful she is. Like spank it across. That wasn't elaborate. The word was elaborate how beautiful she is on the air. And to be honest with you, that's what they want you to do. That's what come on, man. WWE is I'm not thinking of that. I'm not trying to say, oh, WWE just came and told you that. Before you were broadcast, you were given things. You were given. It's called media manipulation. I did it. Trust me. I'm gonna be
But
real.
I
One
saw
person.
this man with other.
It's
I
a
saw this man
Chicago.
with other interviewers. I mean, people that he was interviewing, and it's like he didn't show this type of enthusiasm like that. Like, bro,
She looked good to him. She looked good. I mean, it ain't that hard. So you think just because the way, okay, she looked like a star. Let's see that. So because she looked like a star, let's be 100 with you. Let's be Alex Rod.
I added the
He looked
promo too. I ain't just mentioned just the looks. The looks was just going along
right.
with
I'm just
what
going.
I was
Let me.
saying.
That's what I'm trying to say. Let
I
let's
ain't talking
let's
about
let's
looks
dive.
alone though. It wasn't looks
Let's dive this
alone.
down. Let's dive this in because what you're assuming is that I'm saying she got this thing without having anything to show for it. Like she didn't have, like she was giving it this at a third. I get that. You feel me? But if you don't take into consideration the fact that she was favored in a whole bunch of circumstances. I'm gonna give you an example. You look at Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna use good example. My auntie, when we went there and when she saw Drew McIntyre for the first time, you know what I'm saying? This year, when she saw Drew McIntyre, she thought this man was the great. She ain't know nothing about him. She thought this man was the great because he had the look. When she saw some of those videos, he had the mic where he got this and the third. You know what I'm right? But nevertheless, he ain't. I said Drew McIntyre. Oh my God, forgive me, my bad. That's Jinder Mahal. Jinder. You saw Jinder Mahal. He got the mic or he got the look, etc. He not that guy, and he not just trash, but he not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm
No,
just
he
saying.
don't have the
I
mic
know
work. What mic work we talking about here?
he not trash. Dude,
I
you
ain't
know how
saying he
hard it is to
trash on
cut a
the mic, but
promo.
he don't have star potential mic work. He don't have star potential. We saw that. We saw it.
Man,
Remember, he was cutting promos against Shinsei Nakamura. And that was a main event title. That was a main event program. And none of
I'm not
those
saying
promos.
I'm not saying that Jinder Mahal is The Rock or he got this Austin like charisma. That's
I'm
not what
not.
I'm alluding to. But what I'm trying to say, I understand. I'm not trying to say that Charlotte just got invited to the dance and she didn't bring nothing. She just got handed everything. I'm not saying that she's very talented. Don't get me wrong, she's extremely talented, very good in the ring. She does have her work, nevertheless. But you must be high on that sauce if you really think that she wasn't given a family is. That's
So
where she.
I'm
That's
now.
what
My
brought her
next
to the
question
dance.
is:
Go ahead.
now we can connect the Flair name to Charlotte. Keep the Flair name to Charlotte. But if she was a POS in the ring, do you think that she would go continue to get the push that she would go to that she got now if she was a POS in the ring? Do you
The
think so?
same. She would have
Do
got
you?
this. If not the big. Let me. Yes,
No, no, she
absolutely. Do
wouldn't.
you know how many people were pushed to the moon? That was green. That was pushed to the moon. That couldn't carry. They
If
had.
that was the case, Nia Jax
It's
would
not about.
be
Let me tell you
something
something.
too.
Let me. Let me be real. What I love and that I take bumps for. It's not about how good you are in the ring. It's not how good. And it's not about that. It's about whoever they think can do this.
No,
That's
but
what. It's
that's
not
what I'm
about how
saying.
good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, a complete. I ain't saying that some work somewhat good or okay good or just a little bit good. I mean, complete trash in that ring. And she could have cut a promo,
See,
and she was
that's not
complete
fair because
trash.
I'm not
That's
saying.
what I'm
That's
saying,
like
though. It
saying.
wasn't.
But
It wasn't
listen,
because of her
that's like
name.
saying
That's
I'm
all.
discrediting her talent. I'm not
No, no,
discrediting
I
her
ain't. I'm not.
talent.
I'm not
What I'm
asking you to do
telling
that.
you,
I'm just saying.
what I'm telling you is that this. But yeah, she has talent that kept her afloat. That's the reason she could keep going. But those positions, that favorism was given because of her name.
No,
Yes, she continued to thrive. Yes, she's a very good wrestler, very good. She got the look. She's very, very solid. Woo! You get me? But that's she got that. She got like that. That place, that spot because of who she is. There's a lot of people in the back who were fucking phenomenal, fucking amazing, and will never ever even get a glimpse of that. A glimpse. Let me tell you something I realized about pro wrestling. I'm gonna tell you this, and you can say looks this, that, and the third, bro. Pro wrestling is not what we look at it as. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but it's true. Pro wrestling isn't the sport that I love. The sport that I literally just fuck my fucking hip up over, taking a bump off the top rope while in my shoulder. I said hip, my fucking shoulder over, taking a fucking hot back bump off the turnbuckle last fucking month. It's not about how good you are in that ring. Unfortunately, it's about the story that can be told. And then the story
and you
isn't even
don't think
always
she?
told by yourselves. Let me tell you this. Ultimate Warrior was the biggest thing in the world. And he fucking was garbage. He had the look, he had the promo,
But we
he
talk
had the
about.
whole image.
But
But he was pushed to
at
the
that time, we talk about at that time of the 80s
oh
WWE.
man,
Please come
okay, all
on,
right.
man.
Okay,
Like how many guys who was ring work other than
okay,
the Brain Busters and
okay.
Bret Hart? Like, come on now, there wasn't that many people who were in ring work material over there.
Okay.
Like, nah, I can't say that. Ultimate
Mm.
Warrior was a product of his time.
All right, so let me be real with you. Today, it's very rare that you see anybody with lackluster ring work due to the way that the dynamic of the industry has changed. You do see some
You
people.
I
You do
do
see some
agree. I
people.
do agree. I agree.
So
Definitely.
so
Some of the best
if
ring
we're
work you ever
comparing
seen.
if we're comparing to scale, there were people at that time who were better than Ultimate Warrior in a sense. I say that like there were people who better. They
Oh
have better
yeah, of
looks,
course.
better right? Okay, in scale, because you're not gonna like you try to compare it today. You're right. They were no there were none like Bret Hart. You right. You know some people. You know you had certain people like the Rockers and other people back at that time who could be ring generals and be have amazing ring work. Today ring work is for the IWC for sure.
Yeah,
But
most definitely.
I am not discrediting Charlotte's ability to hold a match. I think Charlotte is by far one of the greatest fucking female wrestlers of all time, undeniably. However, what I am trying to illustrate, what I'm trying to throw across the field to the parking lot across from me, if she was not who she was, if she was not who she was, don't get me wrong, she would still be made because she's good. I'm not taking nothing away from her. I'm not saying, oh, because she's Charlotte Flair, she's Charlotte Flair. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, in comparison to her friend, the one who we were talking prior, she was given some things that someone else was not given. And they look to be, on certain people's mindset, equivalent. They look to be on the same par. The only thing I'm trying to say, because I do think Sasha is better in ring. I think Charlotte is good. Charlotte is good, but the part about pro wrestling, I gotta be able to believe that you can possibly lose. I honestly don't think Charlotte can ever lose. I look at her and be like, I don't think she can lose. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to convince the audience that there's a chance that I can lose. That's how you
Well,
sell it.
get her a credible opponent to make me think that. Like, there's no
No, that's
credible
not on her
opponent
opponent.
over.
That's on her. That's not
What
on
you
her
mean?
opponent.
So,
When you
so
rest,
you
I
telling me
rest.
you gonna give me a person who been losing forever, and then go throw it to Charlotte? And you gonna want me to you want Charlotte to make you believe that Charlotte could lose to her? Everybody
Bro,
already came
okay,
into
now
the
you just
match.
be animated. I'm not. I ain't saying somebody that could lose this. Other than you, when she went against fucking Ronda Rousey, I still didn't even believe. I didn't even know she was gonna fucking lose because the way she sells, the way that she sells makes you think like, look,
No,
bro.
oh,
Let
hold
me be
on.
real.
You ain't think she was going to lose against? I believe that. Every match that
No,
Ronda was in,
I'm
I
not. I'm
believe that
saying the
Ronda was
way
going
that
to
she
win.
made it look throughout the match. She did not look like she was getting her ass in wrestling, and it's not on your opponent. Let me tell you. Let me be real with you. Let me tell you why Shawn Michaels is arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Because despite the fact that he can make himself look like he's a very acrobatic Superman type of guy, if he get hit, he makes the person. It could be Bryce. Bryce can hit Shawn Michaels, and you're gonna think that. That's what I'm saying. He does that. Charlotte Red. The one time I'm gonna tell you a quick story. The reason that I just started disliking Charlotte, and I think Ashley is great. Don't get me wrong. Like when I met her, she wasn't mean, but she was cool. She wasn't. Sasha Mercedes was clearly best. She smelled good and everything. She was great. I love her. That's the love of my life. Anyway, um, when it was the Survivor Series, when were they in Chicago? Survivor Series, what year? That 2019.
2019, 2019.
2019. Bro, when she was in there with Bianca, like, bro, Bianca was like giving us some. I'm trying to remember, dude, but she wasn't selling none of it. She told her to kiss her ass and some more shit. She was like giving like a little small little like it's the '80s and she just got like she getting hit and she just like like she just get a little dazed. She ain't even selling it like it hurt and she just went straight to chopping. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. She good in the ring. She's very good at that offense shit. She look real. She good. She got that shit. She's like Ric Flair. Oh no, let me get drunk. Ric Flair took a lot of ass whoopings. She will take a lot of ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Charlotte is amazing. She's great. She's better than me. Way better than me. Wow, be damn. I mean that damn good. She's great. You get me? But the reason that I'm bringing that up. In the wrestling, look, I'm gonna give you another quick story because I know I've been on here for a long time. I
Yeah,
probably
I was
wasn't enough
gonna
right.
say Isaiah. Yeah, we gotta kind of wrap this
I
up
know I'm gonna
now.
let you finish this up. My first match this year. I had my first match back this year, right? Against this big guy. I'm not want to say his name. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry for you. If you listen to your show, I'll be fucked up. I don't remember his name. The big guy, bro. He big. I'm not that big. You know, the object was to make the match seem, saying, make the match seem believable. Somebody that being somebody my size, right? It looked like this guy's gonna fucking squash me, but it didn't because we worked. He's a great worker. He made the little thing, not the little thing I can do. Like I'm a better. I don't care what I say. I'm amazing. I'm a good in ring general. I don't say that because like he's a little green, you know, so I can work around your weaknesses and shit. But the fact is, the people thought that he could have possibly lost to my little ass. You get me? Charlotte don't do that. We gonna finish this in a little bit though, but I'm gonna be like, thank you for having me on your show, bro. Y'all finish.
All right,
What else I'm
boy.
gonna say?
Yeah.
Hey,
Go White Sox, go.
yeah, go White Sox, go, man. We got something in common right there.
There we go. Here we go.
All right, yeah.
I'll
Let
holler
me.
at y'all in a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you then, Isaiah.
All right, bro. Have fun.
All right, peace. Okay. I know that was a very long conversation,
my
but
bad on that.
no, that was good. It was something interesting to still talk about it. Come on, we talked about the Demon and the Balor and this whole Sasha Charlotte debate.
I think every time we get on the phone, me and him get on the phone, I think we always gonna have that Sasha Charlotte debate. So I'm just looking forward to more Sasha and Charlotte debates as we get go along.
Oh yeah, we definitely do that again at some other point in time, though, because yeah, that was something to talk about right there. But yeah, other than the whole Demon, we've already went through this whole Balor thing. We already discussed our thoughts on it, and either you thought it was that fucking silly, or however you want to look, if it was to protect Balor, or just it still looked ridiculous with the flip flop, fish flopping. You already know what I said earlier and right now. So yeah, overall though, this show, it was a decent show at best.
Yeah, it was a decent show. I mean, as we all expected, it was going to be a decent show. I mean, we all expected it wasn't going to be nothing spectacular, nothing off the wall, nothing crazy, anything not that order. But yeah, it was all right show. But I mean, we only reason why we doing this review and any of that situation, it was just a special occasion, I guess.
And hey, look how special it just was. So.
Yeah, we had a regular show with a special guest, with two special guests actually.
Two.
And we got a debate over Sasha and Sasha Banks. So hey.
So other than that though, you guys want to leave any closing remarks? Where to follow any of you guys or whatnot?
Yeah. Oh, my name Will Kyle Coleman. You can follow me on Twitter, straightface40. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I talk about wrestling most of the time.
Wesley, you can find me on YouTube at Wes's Gaming Station. Please subscribe. I would like to help.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you on next time. I know you get a lot here, but we're glad we got some opinion from you too. But yeah, other than that though, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. This will be uploaded sometime tonight and whatnot when I get back and get this shit settled and edited out and get online tonight. So yeah, folks, that is the Extreme Rules 2021 review, or regular rules, but yeah, Extreme Rules though. So yeah, very interesting night tonight and show. Like I said, it was a special occasion, and hey, it's his birthday weekend, so you wanted to get on this anyway. Yeah, turn the fuck up. So
thanks for having me on the show, Bryce.
all right, anytime. We will get the next show. Whenever that will be. Maybe it'll be Saudi. No, we're not gonna do Saudi Arabia.
No.
Blood money. So yeah, we're not gonna get Saudi Arabia. We're definitely not doing. Maybe Bound for Glory. But we'll see whenever the next pay per view will be. But we're out of here. See you guys later. Peace out.